Wow, guys. That's all I gotta say is wow. Finished up part one for Stranger Things season 5. All I gotta say again is wow. There's a lot of stuff that happened in this first four episodes. I don't even know where to begin. Uh, Pretty much finished it in 2 days. I know it came out Thanksgiving. I did not have time to recent. This should hopefully be coming out Sunday. But regardless, this is my review of it. Intense. Intense. A lot of stuff happened. Um, Once again, we see Elle training with Hopper and Joyce. Hopper being very much of a drill instructor with Elle because again everyone's doing their own thing. And it's like again this is a year and a half after or more after the events of the last season. And I had to remind myself of what happened for the most part because everyone's doing their own thing. Robin and Steve are working in the radio station. You have Dustin, you have Mike, you have Will, you got everybody kind of doing their own thing. You got Max is still in a coma, and then we later find out she's pretty much in a dream-like sequence where Vecna has her. And then same thing with Holly later on that she gets taken by Vecna, and that the house gets attacked because Will's able to see it, and he's been connected to the hive mind this entire time, which we already knew. But he's able to see through the Demogorgons, and I'm just gonna say this: I was prepared for her parents to get gone. For Mike and Nancy and Holly's mom, I'm happy she survived because again, she's not that bad of a character. Their dad, on the other hand, their dad is a he's just there. He's just really annoying. He doesn't say a lot, but he's just it's like okay, I can go without him. But Max finally later on we see her in like what episode 3, and she's like, hey, you know who I am. She's talking to Holly, explaining that Henry, aka Vecna, is the problem. That what he's doing, he's going after kids so he can bring them and pretty much make them his version, like what happened to him, Eleven, and the others by the military. So that's what's crazy to me. Is I've already figured that out. That's what's going on. And obviously you see where Elle or I'm just gonna keep calling her Elle or Eleven. Eleven is in the Upside Down with Hopper yet again, and they finally work together as a team to go in there. We finally see Dr. K, who's played by Linda Hamilton, aka Sarah Connor, for those of you that are too young to remember, or no. But she is behind everything. She's trying to control everything in the Upside Down. And what's crazy is we see Dustin getting the crap beat out of him by, of course, these jocks because of him trying to support the Hellfire Club, and he's still grieving Eddie because again, Eddie was like an older brother to him. A lot of people have to understand this. Eddie is like an older brother to him. Steve is sort of like another older brother to him now, and now he's lost Eddie. He's just like he doesn't care. And then we have where Will's trying to use his ability or whatever to figure out, okay, why am I seeing things through the Demogorgon's eyes? We gotta figure out who's Vecna's next target is, and they figure out it's this one kid that is a friend or the sibling of a friend of one of the one's sister for not Tina, it was Erica. It was Erica. Now, Erica goes over there, pretty much immobilizes all of them, which was hilarious. The brother Derek, who was everyone saying was the GOAT. It's like, dude, this kid was literally the live action Cartman. That's exactly what he was. He was the live action Cartman. He was the live action Cartman. And again, my voice is all messed up, guys. I apologize. I'm battling either a cold or allergies or something, but he just is like, oh, well, it says all these things. He finally starts working with the group, tries to assemble all these kids because the kids were taken by the military because they're supposedly trying to protect them. And he actually says one of the main things in the show that was actually crazy because he's like, Major, do all this. He says, you and your soldiers can't do shit. It was just like, oh, okay. It's like, this kid's finally speaking facts, so you kind of grow on him a little bit. But what is crazy to me is Vecna was never captured. I already figured that. What I didn't expect was to see number 8 again. She was the one that was held up by the military. Guarantee you they used her powers to do something in the base of the Upside Down, because that's where the base was, and also in our reality, or their reality, and 11 and Hopper finds her. Then we also see where Vecna invades the military base, destroys everything, takes the kids, and he basically tells Will, like, oh, you're not the one. You're not my first. And he just, like, hey, trashes them. Right when he's about ready to eliminate everybody. Will finally does something. He has powers, just like 11. Is he as powerful? Don't know. He stops everyone from getting attacked, and that's how it ends. And I'm sitting here and I'm going, Will finally does something. Now, for the majority, I never liked Will's character. Joyce, I like her to a certain degree, but now we're going to learn more because she has a past with Henry. Because we saw her in a memory that Max saw where we see a younger Joyce. Joyce has always been a very overbearing, protective mother. Again, she was trying to find Will in the first season. I understand that. But then she's just going through all that. Then with Will's brother and Nancy, that ain't working. I'm just going to say that now. Ain't working. Because, again, with everything going on, it's like you're still trying to have a relationship with this girl when, again, you've been trying really hard. You need to make up your mind. I love Robin's character. Let me just say it now. I love Robin's character. She's literally like the best wingman you could ever have. I'm just going to say it now. I love her character. I don't care about Will. I don't. Everyone's going to say, oh my God, this was his gay awakening. Where, dude, I don't care. Will just needs to let go of Mike and just let it go. Let it go. Just let it go. Okay? He's your friend. That's all it's going to be. So, going into that was the whole thing of, again, we got 4 episodes left. I think what's going to happen is they're going to try to have 11, 8, and Will try to go up against Henry at the very end. We're going to see the connection with Joyce. We're also going to see maybe how they can kind of fight against the Demogorgons a little bit better. And we're also going to be seeing how all this other kind of stuff is going to kind of tie into a crazy little bow. Now, there's been a lot of rumors that they're saying Steve's going to die. I don't know if that's true or not. They're saying even there's a possibility Eddie's going to be coming back. I'm hoping he does. They're saying that apparently since he had bat tattoos on him and since with Dungeons and Dragons references that he's going to come back maybe as like a demon vampire or something like that. Maybe he's going to be like helping him out and maybe it's going to like mess with his mind where he doesn't know who he is or something like that. I don't know. There's people trying to say that Will is actually the son of Henry, which I highly doubt because we've already met his dad and all that stuff. So I don't know what's going on, but this season was really crazy. I will say there's characters in here I just don't care for, and it's just been dragged on for a long time now. Again, we've been waiting for a while for this new season to come out, and now here we are, and a lot of people are trying to have a recap of what happened, and we always don't remember. So again, Netflix, you're slipping up. We need to finish this series. We're going to be finishing this series next month at some point, and I'm ready for it because I may like Stranger Things, but at the same time, it's had its time. All these kids, they've grown up on the show, and it's time for them to go do something else because, again, yeah, they can still look like kids, but at the same time, it's like, dude, they're in their they're in their early 20s now or early 30s, something like that. So it's just like, let them do their own thing. Let them do their own thing. Just let them do their own thing. So I'm ready for the season to end. I'm ready for the conclusion, and I hope it's going to be a good conclusion of what we're going to be seeing in Stranger Things if they try to do like a spinoff or they try to do like maybe some in between of like, oh, this is what happened during this time frame or what happened during this time frame. They can always get the actors to come back to voice the voice characters as they do like an animation or something, which again, supposedly they're doing. So I don't know, guys. This season was intense. I'm ready for it to come back already. What do you think? Let me know about it, and I'll see you as always on the next one.